Hello friends, I'm Tim Wildsmith, and in this video I'm going to be giving you an exclusive sneak peek, a first look at 2 copies of the all-new NLT Sunrise from Humble Lamb. Okay, if you haven't seen my video about the Humble Lamb Kickstarter campaign, the pre-order campaign for their new Bible, the NLT Sunrise, you've got to check that out. It's still, my goal is to get this video out before the Kickstarter ends. So you should be able to go watch that video and then go and pre-order a copy. As I'm recording this, they've pre-sold more than $150,000 worth of these Bibles, which is absolutely incredible. So they've sold hundreds of them, and I'm really excited. And there's 2 new colorways that they've done for the first time. Forest green. I think it said it was the first time they've done forest green in an edge-lined, or they've done green in an edge-lined Bible. So I have one of those here, and then I have the black and wool. Yes, Humble Lamb did a black Bible with a really incredible white liner. These look fantastic. I've got the 4-edge gilt on this one. I've got the regular art gilt on this one. Now, these Bibles, I hesitate to call them dummy copies, but they're blanks. I've showed you this before. Publishers often will get a blank copy of a Bible so they can see everything about it except for the way it's going to look on the inside. So Daniel from Humble Lamb sent me a couple of these so that I could show them to you, give you a closer look at the size that they are. I'm going to give you a comparison. We're going to do an overhead video. I'm going to do a comparison between these and the Lion and the Shepherd and the Sunrise, and then I'm going to show you all the details of these. They turned out fantastic. I just unboxed them a few minutes ago and was taking a look at these going, wow, this turned out great. I love both of these colorways, and you know that I am a big fan of the Sahara Blue by Humble Lamb, but both of these turned out great. So let's do a little bit of a closer look, take a deep dive into what these are going to be. You're not going to get to see the typesetting, but you can see all of those photos and the videos and everything in my last video. But we have the forest green and the black and wool in the NLT Sunrise from Humble Lamb. Okay, on your left is the black and wool, the white on the inside, really cool, and then this is the forest green, really lovely. This is kind of, okay, let me, real quick, I'm going to set this one aside so you can just see. This is the most recent KJV Lion, the upgraded, refreshed KJV Lion. So you see it has the semi-yap, almost full yap, the tooled line around the outside as well as the perimeter stitch. This is going to match that. It's the exact same size. It's 6 inches wide. It's 9 inches tall. So it's the same as the new KJV Lions. And then if I bring in the older, this is the previous NKJV Shepherd, you see it's before they did the bigger yap, but it's still the same size, 6 by 9. So it's going to match the overall trim size of both the Shepherd and the Lion. And then if I bring in here, you'll see the difference between that is the NASB History, so a much smaller Bible comparatively as far as the trim size goes. It's actually going to be not as thick. So the NASB History was a thicker Bible, a short and stout little Bible, which turned out great. So, okay, forest green and black and wool is the name of this one. So let me just show you this. Really beautiful, pebbly grained, full grain goat skin, perimeter stitch, as well as a tooled line. The spine's going to look the same as all of the other ones. The Word of God with the 4 raised spine hubs. On the back, they're doing this little embossed logo now. So that's the NLT Sunrise logos. You see the empty tomb and the rays of light coming out of it. They did that with the Lion. I love this, putting the stamp on the back. I think that's really, really cool. So they have that on the back of that guy. This is the 4-edge gilt one. So not the 4-edge gilt. The other one is called the this is just called the regular art gilt. The 4-edge gilt is going to have the depiction of the resurrection on there. So it's kind of a green under gold on this one. So you have the option of doing the dye under the gold or the 4-edge gilt, which the black one has. This is kind of one of the highlights of here. So there you see the gold, and then when I open it up there, it's the resurrection of Jesus coming out of the tomb. Sunrise. Isn't that cool? One of the unique things about them, you know, they have I got the new Lion on this one. You see the lion crushing the head of the snake on there. You've got the NASB History, is kind of like the entire history of the Bible in one image. And then you have the Shepherd. I really love this. It's just I love what Humble Lamb is doing. They do really beautiful, premium, high quality Bibles, but they're adding kind of a modern take. It's like Daniel and his style and the way he does things is just so cool and different. I really love it. 3 ribbons on this one. They did 2 brown and a green with that guy, and then yeah, so it's blank on the inside because these are blank Bibles, but it's got 32 GSM paper. How many of you out there, I know some of you are like, how can I get one of those? Because I'd love to have this as like a notebook. I wish Bible publishers would do that, but it'd be a very expensive notebook. Brown liner, that's kind of like a, look at that, it's got some texture in it. A brown leather liner, so they're all gonna say Sunrise, New Living Translation on the inside cover, and then Humble Lamb. And see, this one comes with a gold gilt line. I just noticed something cool about the black and wool one, which I'll show you in a second. And then if you get it for the Kickstarter, you're going to get the first print edition individually handcrafted there on the back. These just look fantastic. So that's a new color, forest green, edge lined. All of them are edge lined. And then you have black and wool. So this is a black full grain goat skin. Look at that pebble. That is great. Same aesthetic touches as far as the tooled line and the perimeter stitch go. Same on the spine. This one's going to have 2 black ribbons and a white ribbon. You get that embossed on there. One more time, I'll give you some of that. I mean, that is so cool. But then black and wool, it's almost like having an orca, a big killer whale in here. Boom! Bright white on the inside. Daniel said, if I'm going to do black, I'm going to do my version of black. I'm going to do something cool. So a pop of white, I really like that. Again, Sunrise, New Living Translation. Humble Lamb on the inside. Look at the grainy pebble of that full grain goat skin in there. That's awesome. White on the end sheets. Once again, first print edition. This is cool. Again, like if you're looking at it from the outside, it just looks like a black Bible, but then it's like, hey, I got some excitement going on here. Very unique. So 2 different colors. They also have London red. They have a yellowish gold one. They have a pinkish gold one. And is it called rose gold? So yellow, pink, green, red, black, and then obviously they're going to do this as well, which is one of my favorites, the Sahara blue with this cool, isn't that cool, that color? It would be awesome if they did this color on the outside of a Bible, wouldn't it? But yeah, they did blue on here, so they have this one as well. I love the Sahara blue, but these are going to be awesome, and once they have one that's complete on the inside, I'll follow up with a full review so you can see how it all comes together. So there you have it, a quick sneak peek at the all-new NLT Sunrise from Humble Lamb. I think these turned out great. Okay, so if you had to choose one of these 2, would you go with forest green or would you go with black and wool? I think they both turned out great. I really think this dark, deep dark green is really cool. Like, I'm drawn to that. I don't have anything quite that color in my Bible library, so I like this one a lot. But there are also other colorways. They're going to do the Sahara blue. There's a yellow one. There's a pink one, like a rose gold, I think they call it. There is the London red as well. So there's a lot of options. You can head over to Kickstarter. That's how they're doing all of their pre-orders. Again, I'm going to try to get this video out before the pre-orders are done. If you watch this video later and they're closed, then you're going to have to wait for the Bibles to become available in a few months. But I'm going to do a full review when that happens so you can see the inside. We'll run this through its paces and really show you everything that it has to offer. If you have any thoughts or questions, drop those in the comments and I will get back to you with a response. Before I got to send these back to Daniel because he's got to do some more promo with them. So before I do, I'm going to take a few photos and post them on Instagram and Facebook. So please come find me on social media and say hello. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thanks again to Daniel and the folks at Humble Lamb for letting me share these with you. And thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.